Good morning, class. In this lecture, here we will be discussing single phase half wave rectifier with RL load and freewheeling diode. In our previous lectures, we have already discussed a single phase half wave rectifier with RL load. And here we have connected a freewheeling diode as well. If you observe the circuit diagram, then we have connected a diode FD across the RL load. This diode here is called as freewheeling diode. We will be discussing the use of freewheeling diode and the merit and demerit of this diode later in this session. And before we analyze our waveform, we must remember that this circuit will operate in two modes. First mode is called as conduction mode. The conduction mode is the mode where the freewheeling diode will be reverse biased. It will not be conducting. The conduction will be from supply to the load. It will be called as conduction mode. And the second mode is called as freewheeling mode. In this mode, the load will be disconnected from the supply and the current will be through this freewheeling diode. Now, analyzing our circuit, the first waveform is Vm sin omega t, and if we want to determine V0 voltage, then here in this case we have triggered our SCR at a firing angle alpha. We will not discuss what will happen before alpha or what is happening before alpha. We are analyzing from alpha onwards, and later on we will come back to this portion, that is omega t is equal to 0 to omega t is equal to alpha. Starting from omega t is equal to alpha, we know that the SCR is now in conduction mode. This is conducting, and since the supply is positive, therefore this freewheeling diode is reverse biased in condition. The freewheeling diode is reverse biased. That means current will flow from supply to the load. Okay, and load, RL load is directly connected with the supply. That means V0 voltage will be exactly equal to Vs voltage. You can see that from alpha to pi, V0 voltage is same as Vs voltage. And if we talk about I0 current, then you can see that I0 current is also sinusoidal. It is not linear, it is actually sinusoidal, but it is having both exponential term as well as sinusoidal term. We have analyzed previously in our series RL load that the I0 current has both component, steady state components as well as transient components. So it is rising exponentially as well as sinusoidally. But since the current is lagging in nature because of inductive load, when voltage becomes 0, the current is still finite. The current is having a certain value, finite value. Here this finite value is represented by capital I01. This is represented by capital I01. Now it is clear that the SCR will not be commutated since the current is positive. So SCR is not commutated. But what will happen in this circuit later on, we can see that the supply voltage has become negative. Supply voltage has become negative. Okay. So this diode, this will be in forward biased mode. That means it will conduct. It will conduct. And since this diode is conducting, now the energy stored in the inductor will get dissipated in the resistor through this diode. All the energy stored in the inductor will get dissipated in the resistor via this freewheeling diode. This period is called as freewheeling mode. Before pi, the thyristor was conducting, it was called as conduction mode, and after pi, the diode is conducting, the freewheeling diode is conducting, hence it is called as freewheeling mode. And let us analyze about thyristor. What will happen to thyristor? Will the thyristor conduct or will it not conduct? For this, let us zoom our circuit. Okay. We know that the current that was flowing in the load through the thyristor till time instant omega t is equal to pi is now diverted to diode instead of thyristor. As soon as the current diverts through the diode, the SCR current will become zero. We know that the current will pass through that branch which has lower impedance or lower resistance. Since the diode in negative half cycle is having lesser impedance, it is behaving as zero resistance, but the thyristor is offering high resistance because the SCR is reverse biased. So the current will flow through the diode instead of flowing through the thyristor. The thyristor was not commutated because the current was finite, but because of this diode, the current will instantaneously switch towards the diode. That means the current will instantaneously fall from thyristor from finite value I01 to 0. Okay, so that means since the current through the thyristor is becoming 0 and the SCR is already reverse biased, this SCR will get commutated. So commutation of this SCR is occurring due to conduction of diode. All the current flowing in the load is diverted from SCR to diode side. Now, when the current is flowing through the diode, we can see that the voltage across diode will be 0, and since the voltage across diode is 0, the voltage load voltage V0 will become 0. You can see that V0 voltage here in this case when the diode is conducting will be 0. And since the inductor is dissipating its energy, the current will decrease. The current will decrease from finite I0 value to a certain value, and this decrement will continue till the SCR is triggered in positive half cycle of supply voltage. When the SCR is triggered at an angle 2 pi plus alpha, again the conduction will start through the thyristor, because in that case the thyristor will be forward biased and the diode will be reverse biased. So the current will flow through the thyristor instead of diode. The diode will become reverse biased and thyristor will become forward biased. It will be in conduction mode. So this is the nature of current. The nature of current from omega t is equal to alpha to pi is called as conduction mode current, and the current from pi to 2 pi plus alpha is called as current in freewheeling mode. Both these current will have a definite expression. The current expression will be different in conduction mode and it will be different in freewheeling mode. This is supply current. Now supply current is same as the thyristor current. We know that the thyristor current is 0 when diode is conducting. So in this freewheeling diode region, there will be no SCR current. And the SCR current will be same as I0 current when it is in conduction. When SCR is conducting, load current will be same as thyristor current or supply current, and when the diode is conducting, the supply current and the thyristor current will become 0. IT or IS both are same. Supply current and thyristor current will be same. And this current is the current through freewheeling diode. This current is same as freewheeling diode current. So if we add the current flowing through the thyristor and if we add the current through the diode, the combination of these two current will be I0 current. So I0 current has two different distinct portions. One portion is conduction portion and the other portion is freewheeling portion. Both expression will be distinct. And we know that how VT can be calculated. Just we have to subtract V0 from Vs. Just subtract V0 from Vs and you will get the thyristor voltage Vt. Or in other words, if we add Vt and V0, you will get Vs voltage. Okay, so this was the waveform analysis of a series RL load half wave rectifier consisting of a freewheeling diode. So overall, if we conclude, we can see here that the load current is either flowing through the thyristor or it is either flowing through the diode. When supply is positive, the current is flowing through the thyristor, and when the supply is negative, the diode is forward biased and hence the current is flowing through the diode. One portion is called as conduction portion and the other portion is called as freewheeling portion. If we analyze the expression for current, then in case of conduction mode, you can see that the conduction mode is from angle omega t is equal to alpha to omega t is equal to pi. It is from omega t is equal to alpha to omega t is equal to pi. And since the current is flowing through the supply, it will have both steady state component as well as transient component. The transient component will be due to nature of load and the steady state component will be due to nature of supply. We have already analyzed in our previous lecture that the steady state component is Vm by Z sin omega t minus phi. This is the steady state component, and the transient component is constant into e to power of minus r by L into t. This expression is same as we have discussed in our previous lecture of series RL load half wave rectifier. And we know that, but here A will be different. This expression is same, but A will be different. How A is different? You know that at omega t is equal to alpha, the current is not 0. Why current is not 0? Because at the end of cycle at 2 pi plus alpha, the current has not fallen to 0. It was decreasing, but before current becomes 0, the SCR in next cycle is triggered. Since the current is not 0, here this current is represented by I0 current. There are two different values. If we zoom this, the current at omega t is equal to alpha is written as I0, and the current at omega t is equal to pi is written as I01. I0 and I01 are two different values. I naught is the value at omega t is equal to alpha, and I naught 1 is the value at omega t is equal to pi. So we will put this in our expression. At omega t is equal to alpha, I naught will be equal to instantaneous current I naught will be equal to capital I naught, or we can write that at t is equal to alpha upon omega, small I naught will be equal to capital I naught. By putting this, we will get the value of A, and by substituting A in this upward equation, we will get a final expression for load current I naught. But remember that this load current I naught is only applicable for conduction mode, when the current is flowing through the thyristor, not through the diode. If we talk about freewheeling mode is from pi to 2 pi plus alpha. If we again zoom this figure, the freewheeling portion is from pi to 2 pi plus alpha. This is represented by FD, pi to 2 pi plus alpha. So from pi to 2 pi plus alpha, we have to calculate the load current. But what will be the expression? Expression is R I naught plus L D naught is equal to 0, because there is no supply. Supply is disconnected when freewheeling diode is conducting. When freewheeling diode is conducting, the energy stored in the inductor is being dissipated in the resistor via this freewheeling diode. The supply is disconnected. Since the supply is disconnected, there will be no steady state component. There will be only transient component. And this transient component, this solution is I naught is equal to A e to power of minus t by tau. Tau is equal to R by L upon R. And if we put omega t is equal to pi, just now from waveform we have observed that at omega t is equal to pi, small I naught is equal to I naught 1. We have seen earlier, at omega t is equal to pi, the current at omega t is equal to pi is I naught 1. And if we put I naught, small I naught is equal to I naught 1, we get the expression for capital A. And if we put the expression for capital A in our above equation, we get the expression of load current I naught. Okay, so in this equation we are putting our limit. From the limit we have got the value of capital A, and from this value of capital A we finally came to a expression for load current I naught. This current is applicable only when the freewheeling diode is conducting. It is only applicable for freewheeling mode. Okay, so the current, you can see that current is different in case of conduction mode and it is different in case of freewheeling mode. Now, as we have seen earlier, that in our half wave rectifiers or whatever rectifier, we always analyze for average value of voltage, load voltage and load current. What will be average load voltage? You have observed in the waveform that voltage is available only between, load voltage is available only between alpha and pi. So if we put the limit, integration limit as alpha to pi, and integrate Vm sin omega t with respect to d omega t and divided by 2 pi, that is time period, we will get our expression Vm by 2 pi into 1 plus cos alpha. This expression is same as we have seen earlier in series RL load single phase half wave rectifier, because the waveform of load voltage is not changing. This is not same as series RL load, it is same as series R load. if you compare it with single phase half wave rectifier with series R load, the expression you will get, it was same as Vm by 2 pi into 1 plus cos alpha. It is not same as series RL. If you observe series RL, then in case of series RL, there is a slight negative voltage as well, because the SCR was not commutated at omega t is equal to pi. In this case, the SCR is getting commutated at omega t is equal to pi because the current is switching from the thyristor to diode side. And once we got load voltage, we just divide it by, with what we have to divide, with impedance or resistance. We know that the change in current is 0. If you observe overall that the initial current in a cycle and the final current is in a cycle, this current and this current, this is same. There is no change in current, and since there is no change in current, there will be no potential difference across the inductor. The voltage drop is only appearing across the resistance. The drop is not appearing across the average voltage, is not appearing across the inductor side. The instantaneous voltage will do occur, but the average voltage will not occur across the inductor side. The average voltage will occur only across the resistance side. So if we divide the average voltage by R, you will get the average load current, that is I naught is equal to Vm by 2 pi R into 1 plus cos alpha. Now finally coming to the merits and demerits of using freewheeling diode is, if you check the waveform of current, here you can see that the current is continuous in nature. The current is not falling to 0. Okay. We can control this just by controlling the value of inductance. If we have kept large inductance, then change in current will be low, and if the change in current will be low, the current will not fall 0 within the stipulated time. If we want current to become 0, we can do it as well, but for that we will have to keep the value of inductance as low as possible. So normally we want continuous current, so by keeping inductance up to a greater extent, or you can say to a value above than critical value, we will achieve continuous nature of load current. Since the current is continuous, we can see that load current is improved. Load current waveform is improved. And if the current would have been discontinuous, it would have been having higher harmonics. If there is discontinuity, the discontinuity will result in higher harmonics. Discontinuity means there will be more deviation from the sinusoidal supply. Since here the discontinuity is less, the the harmonics will be lower in this case. And one more important thing is that you can see that there is no zero negative voltage, and since there is no negative voltage, the power in this case is always positive. If we multiply instantaneous voltage and instantaneous current, the power will always be positive. But in case of series RL load without freewheeling diode, in some portion there was negative voltage even when the current was positive. So in that case we were getting negative power as well. So in series RL load without freewheeling diode, we were getting lesser power. In freewheeling diode case, we will get more amount of power because the voltage and current are always positive. You can see in the waveform that at no instant the voltage and current polarity are becoming reversed. And since the power received at the load side is improved, the overall efficiency of our circuit will be improved. So efficiency is improved, waveform is improved, And input power factor. Input power factor, you know that it is the ratio of power delivered to the load or power dissipated to the load to input volt ampere. And since the power delivered to the load is improved, therefore input power factor will also improve. Okay, we have not mentioned the harmonics in the load side because it was improved, but if you observe the harmonic at the supply side, the supply side current is IS. Here you can see that the IS current is more distorted. The IS current is more distorted even compared with series RL circuit without freewheeling diode. Here we do not have that waveform of supply current without freewheeling diode, but if you analyze that, compare these two, you can clearly observe that this current is having higher harmonics because of discontinuity. The supply was getting discontinued, but the load is continuous. There is a difference between load current and supply current. The third waveform is the load current and the fourth waveform is the supply current. Load current harmonics is not affected, but the supply side harmonics is affected to a greater extent. This is the only demerit that we can have when we are using the freewheeling diode. Okay, so this was our lecture on half wave rectifier with RL load and freewheeling diode. Thank you, class.